Yes. Okay, finally I got the fucking angle right. So we're going to be talking about how to maximize your growth. This can be used for beginners. Actually, to be honest, if you use these four things, these methods, for if you're a beginner, you're already better than me because I didn't use these because I'm an idiot. Four things I guess I'm going with the team. 4 tips to grow your muscle and maximize your muscle growth. Alright, let's start with tip number 1. Negative reps and time under tension, which means how do you, there are easier ways of, I got a piece of shit me in my head. Okay, so a couple of things. That you can incorporate. Tip number 1, negative reps and time under tension. I see a lot of people lift weights like this. Don't be doing that. There's no point. You can actually maximize your growth by lifting less weight and using something called negative reps. That means you go up and then take at least 1 to 2 seconds to go down. That's an example. So when I do my bicep curls, for example, I go 1 and then I go down slowly. Maybe incorporate something like that. That's called negative reps, time under tension. The more your muscle is under stress, the more it has an opportunity to grow. You use whatever weight you're comfortable with. Start with that and practice this sort of motion. Bench press for an example. You push up and then you go down slowly and then you push up. This will maximize muscle growth, and 80% of people in the gym don't usually train like this, right? This might make you less strong, I guess, but who cares? If you want to grow your muscle, this will be a more smarter way of training. Tip number 2, train till fucking failure. Now you've incorporated time under tension. Make sure the last rep is the rep that you can't push. Loads of people, they've got 2 more reps, perfect reps on them, but they would not go there because they think, oh, I'm done. Get a spotter. Make sure the form is still right, but you're training till failure. If you have those 2 reps in you, get it. Sometimes, when I do my bicep curls, what I do is I go with the time under tension technique, and when I'm reaching failure, I know I can't do it, then I start like doing these cheat curls to get them extra reps in. Training till failure mentality. But the goal is your working set, most of it should be controlled reps while training till failure. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Tip number 3, let's talk about nutrition for a little bit. Have 4 to 5 protein meals a day. Each meal should have at least 20 to 25 grams of protein. Have a genuine balanced diet. Oh god, some people want to get like into keto diets. Guys, I'm not against it. I've tried it, but at the end of the day, the more nutrients your body has, the more it has the opportunity to grow. So have a great diet. Have vegetables, have fucking carbohydrates, have a little bit of fat, have a little bit of protein, enjoy, but make sure everything is balanced. Anyways, next one, ego. Get rid of it. Believe me guys, I genuinely had the worst fucking ego in the gym. I wanted to lift the heaviest, I wanted to be the biggest fucking guy, lifting the biggest fucking weights. I don't know. I did it, I regret it now because it actually caused a lot of injuries. Trick is, lift whatever is moderately heavy for a certain amount of reps. The sweet spot I recommend is 12 to 14 reps, or maybe 8 to 12. I like to go 12 to 14 reps. Try to beat your own record in that area. Don't try to go through 1 rep maxes. Don't be pushing weights in a weird, right? It's no use. I would really like to tie this ego lifting to reps performance and negative reps. If you're ego lifting, there is no way you can incorporate negative reps because you can't manage that much weight. And guys, the trick of bodybuilding is not lifting heavy weights. Alright, let me give you an example. People, except Ronnie Coleman because he's a monster. Loads of bodybuilders don't usually lift that much weight. And the reason one is because they're too worried that they'll get injured. A lot of bodybuilders who lifted a lot of weights, they had injuries in the future. Their goal is to train smart. Get your ego out of the window. Incorporate negative reps, which is essentially, I'm trying to, link the first tip and this last tip together. You can then incorporate the first tip, and from there, this is just, what is it called? A snowball effect will start happening. You'll start gaining muscle. And I guarantee you that if you follow these 4 techniques, you will genuinely gain muscle. Alright, so these are my tips that I give to people when they want to start off, or they're midway through and they realize they're like in this plateau, they're not gaining muscle. And of course, you don't want to be gaining fat when you're trying to gain muscle if you're, of course, above 10 to 12% body fat. What's the point of gaining more fat? Why? You shouldn't be trying. Why are you gaining fat if you're going to gain muscle? Just stay wherever your body type is. You know what? I'll make another video on this. Stay tuned. Fucking Bye.